doing some little things here on, and I will wait for more people to come in. I finally bought this week a laminating machine, and this is my first try, and I'm loving it. Just wanted to see how it looks, couldn't wait. Let's see if I can see the chat. Okay. Hi Celine, hi Brenda, hi Juanita. Okay, I'll just finish this and put it aside. Just took a bunch of bookmarks that I made and a bunch of tags and experimented with the laminating machine. Now I'm thinking that I need to dry flowers and put them in a laminating machine. Okay, so very nice for my first try laminating anything. I don't know why, but it just, I don't know, it turned out better than I thought. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so I'm going to take this aside. Let's see. So I've been working all week on the butterfly journal, and I finished it. Took me a while, but I got there. But I kept adding more and more butterflies, and I'm going to go through how it looks now when it's finished. And let's see, I think the chat is already again stuck, so I'm going to try again. Okay, let's see. Hi Linda. Yeah, blue nail polish. Let's see how long it will last. Hi Joanne. Okay. Thanks. Got not pressured, but convinced to do it again. I think I haven't done nail polish in about, I don't know, 2 decades. Okay, so this week I had all my all my bears in a row, so to speak. I had my youngest came back from camp. My older one came back after 3 weeks. I haven't seen him. So all my free bears are at home. And I worked on this, and I bought a laminating machine and just did now this is the first try, and I'm loving it. I haven't didn't think I would buy a laminating machine, but found one very cheap. Well, not super cheap, but cheap enough. So in the supermarket for of all places. So I bought it and I'm loving it. And I went a little bit overboard with this journal. Kept adding things, so as you can see, it's very thick, and I changed the cover. As much as I loved the cover that I started last time, it just didn't feel right, so I made another one. And what I've done is just glued. This is the butterflies are from a paper napkin, so I glued a paper napkin to watercolor paper. After it was dry, I just sprayed with, I don't know, I think at least 2 shades of green and hints of pink, but not real pink. I don't know how to call it. So that's the cover, and 3 signatures, if you remember. And I've done all kinds of stuff. If it's this is from a stencil, some stamping on the side, a ribbon, some, I don't know what you call it, some kind of ribbon. Lots and lots of stuff glued in. I've punched so many butterflies as I went, just to add more and more. And finished all the tags. I had some tags like this one that had nothing on it, just the background, so I added a butterfly and the ribbons here, some washi tape, some tags that I had here into this pocket, and you saw this clips with the butterflies. Just had fun with it. Part of a paper napkin. More stamping, a very faded stamping here, another sticker. This thing here, I don't know why, because I felt like it to do something a little bit different. All kinds of stuff. It's just what I felt at that exact moment, and that's what I've done. A pocket with 2 tags, another some kind of ribbon with butterflies, envelope on the inside, on the center of this signature, more ribbon. These are the organs butterflies that I had. More washi tape. Made a little booklet, don't know what to call it, here inside this pocket. Just opens like this. Again, just because I felt like it. More and more butterflies, all kinds. I had so much fun making this that I'm already itching for my next journal to make. But I haven't decided if I want to do the sea thing first or the vintage first. At a corner tuck-in that I've done from leftover scrapbook paper. More tags and pocket. Here is another tuck-in. Some stenciling here and here. some of it you've seen me do already last week when I've done the live. Another tag here, and I just put a paper clip on just because I felt like it, and I didn't want to do another tuck in. Another tag, an ATC that just fit right in. This is part of a paper napkin that I glued to the page. Another notebook or booklet or whatever you want to call it. Another ATC. Another envelope in the middle of this signature. I've taken one of my paper napkins, glued it to 12 by 12, and when it was dry I just punched a whole lot of butterflies out of it and just spread them out on this journal. This is a sticker. Basically this is a mandala that I've done on a large piece of paper, and then I photocopied it and with a Photoshop made all sizes on and printed on sticker paper, so I've got all sizes to play and use. Here is another booklet, notebook, whatever, small. I just love all these small bits and pieces everywhere. A part of a paper napkin, stenciling, more tags that I've done. Here are the other sizes of the stickers that I've made and use them both ways of the page. Another part of a paper napkin, and here is the third signature. Another booklet here. All kinds of stuff. Took a lot of time, but it was worth every minute of it. Had so much fun making it. Something just stuck here. I'll fix it. Why was there glue here? I don't know. I'll fix it. So as you can see, lots and lots of butterflies everywhere, but not on every page. Another envelope in the middle, and more of my stickers of the mandala and the butterfly paper clips. More tags. Something again just stuck here, don't know why. Fix it later. And that's it. Basically this is it. That's the whole chunky, I don't know what to call it, journal, and just a ribbon to close it. That's it. I thought about adding more stuff, and then I said just stop. Enough is enough. It's great as is. Don't overdo it. So here it is. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I'm talking, not checking. Hi, Brenda. Are you trying to make me like our journals? Well, it's up to you. I'm not trying anything. Don't blame me when you get addicted. The glue, no, it doesn't dry. It's the closure is good, and if you have got some container that you feel is not sealing well, you can always take a piece of plastic, a piece of plastic bag, put it on top, and then put the lid back on, and it will seal it completely. And I use a lot of glue, so I don't think there is enough time for it to dry. Okay, I'm just going over the chat. Okay, so I was so not sure what I was going to do today. I don't know why. Most of the time I know what I want to do, but well, this time I want to do so many things. I've got several things just going on in my head. So I didn't know what to pick, and I'm just going to start with something. This is just one of my journals made from paper, 240-gram paper, from a paper pad that I just take out, fold in half, and glue back to back. And I want to start. I've got an image in my mind that needs to get out, and I'm going to start by painting this whole page yellow. Yes, I know, but it won't stay yellow. It's just something that is going to be in the background as I don't know what to call it. It will just give a tone for the rest of the page. So I'm just going to put some yellow. Let's see. It doesn't even have to be to cover the whole page. Yeah, that's it. Good enough for me. I've got the yellow that I wanted beneath whatever I'm going to do, and now it needs to dry. And I have already managed to waste paint on my fingers. Okay. Before I do any more damage. Now on top of it is going to be blue. Yeah, but this needs to dry, so I'm going to pick some blue. I want several shades. This is almost black blue. And also this one, and maybe this one. We'll see. I'll play with them and we'll see where it gets me. should probably take something to put paint on. Okay, so we've got this. Almost dry. Just so you know about containers for glue, most of the time I would prefer something with this kind of lid and not something like this that has a, what it's called, screw. The lid is screw. Most of the time this will get stuck. Of course, again, you can put a piece of plastic, a piece of nylon to keep it from sticking, but just this, it works better. I don't know. And this one I'm just waiting for to finish this one to to put it in another container. That's it. Okay, almost. So let's put some paint here. And maybe a little bit of white, not sure yet, but I'll put it here. Okay. Brush, maybe just a little bit more. I'll just I'm putting on my blow dry, so if the mute me if it bothers you. Okay, I can start making a mess. So let's see. I'm taking from the darker blue and I'm starting here. And if you can see, some of the yellow is showing through. Now, if I want it to show through, and I want it, but I'm controlling how much of it is showing just by going over areas that I don't like and have too much of the yellow. I just need it to give a tint, a hue behind this color. So I need more of it and didn't put enough because now I want to start with the lighter color. and I'm taking from both of them so it will be more gradual. Now it doesn't have to be with a brush. You can smear the paint with baby wipe. You can do it with your hand. It's just up to you. And if I don't like something, I can always go back. I can add. I can cover completely. It's really what you want to achieve. And I'm working with a dry brush. I haven't added any water to the brush. Now another way to do some blending is use one brush like I used up to here, and then taking another brush and go gently on top, and it helps with the blending. And it needs to be as you go before everything is completely dry. I'm thinking of going to the next color, although it looks almost the same. So maybe, yeah, I just added a little bit of white. Just continuing. I think later on I'll add a little bit more darker blue here, but right now I just want to continue here before all the paint is dry. Okay, just a little bit more of the dark color here. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay, I've got the start of my background, and okay, directly into water, that into the jar with water that I have here on the side. This needs to be well, I don't need it to be dry right away. I want to do some splattering, but first let's take and use leftover paint. I'm going to move this aside for a minute. I love smooshing paint, so that's what I'm going to do. And once again, it found its way to my fingers. I'm so talented that way. Just genius. Okay. Okay, good enough. Moving it. Okay. Maybe this yellow. So a little bit of yellow and white. I need white. Okay. And I need a fan brush. Here we go. And water to do the splatter. Switching for the white. Okay, done with the splattering. This needs to dry. And now, no, I'll leave it here for a minute. I want to do a large moon here, and I want to do it on a different piece of paper, and I'm thinking that I need to see how large a circle do I need. Let's see, maybe you can hear my bears in the background. I think, yeah, why not? Maybe I'll do it a little bit. Where is my pencil? Here it is. Okay, so I've got one large circle, and now I need a smaller one because I want this kind of a moon. And let's see. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. So, I'm thinking if to paint it first or cut it first. I'm gonna cut it. Where are my nail scissors? I want to show you something. I'll move this aside. Just something that came. I felt like I couldn't reach everything on my desk. So what I've done, I've picked the things that I use most and I've put them on a Lazy Susan. Isn't it great? I'm so satisfied with this solution. Okay. Yay, we have a moon here. Okay. Now I'm going to just paint it yellow, and let's see. Very old paint. That's it. Now this is only the beginning. Just one layer of yellow and letting it dry. I can remove all of this. Desk real estate is at its premium. That's all I have to say about it. I need space and more space and then more space. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. Hi, Melissa. Noit, we got blue nails, yes. Channeling, you're channeling me. It's not, it's good that you didn't need a Ouija board. Okay, seems like almost dry. Got bits and pieces here from the old paint, never mind. Okay, I want to add a little bit more variation to the color, and I'm just going to use distress ink. Don't know how much of it will be seen. I'm trying to be subtle, but still get some effect. So I'm doing it slowly and lightly. Okay, now it looks better. Maybe I'm thinking of inking a little bit around. Let's see. Makeup sponge, more of this orange color, just so the edges would be just a little bit darker. You probably can't see it. Okay, let's see. Boom. What did I? Oh, okay. Some of the splatter is still wet. That's the downside of splatter. You need to wait for it to dry. Yeah, the moon works great here. That's what I wanted. But I still can't glue it to the page because the splatter is all still wet. So I need to go and move on to my focal point, of course. Oh, I can take this out. Let's see. Maybe I'll use this paper to make my focal point. I wanted a flower at the center of the page, and let's see. I'm just looking through my stencils. As I said, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, so okay, here we go. I'm thinking of doing this flower. So pencil, just gonna trace the shapes. I probably have this flower in my template binder, but this time it was quicker for me to find the stencil that I made from the template. So here we go. Okay. This is a black permanent marker that decided not to work, of course. Yeah, okay. Got the flower. Let's erase the pencil lines. Okay. And I think, do I get my watercolors or something else? Not sure. Maybe I'm just going to use the distress inks. Let's see. Let's begin with this. I'm just wetting my brush and taking from the distress ink. Adding water and letting it spread and blend into the background. I hope I'm making sense. This needs a little bit more here. Okay. I just leave a little bit of, well, this page is not white, it's more like cream, but for the example, I'm leaving a little bit of white or this cream color at the end of each petal just to have a highlight. I need more of this. Yeah. I really need it to be a little bit darker, the orange. Yeah, just a little bit darker in several places. Okay. Just adding a little bit more of the dark orange in several places, but basically I'm done. Yeah. Let's see. Oopsie, sorry. Well, it seems like it's dry. I'm not gluing it yet because I'm thinking if that maybe, just maybe, I want to add details to my moon. Not sure yet if I want to stencil or do some doodling. So I'm leaving it be because it would be easier to do either on the side and not directly here. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to just fussy cut my flower. I'll just finish fussy cutting this and I'll check the chat. Okay. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's see. What did I miss? It is easy to do. Anyone can do it. Distress oxide, yes, but they are more, I don't know, they are more matte, a more chalky finish. So, but try it. You can do it with watercolors, you can do it with soft pastels, chalk pastels, anything that reacts with water. I can take, if it's gelatos, I can do the same thing, put some and activate with water. Lot of stuff can you can use. If you don't have gelatos there, you can just look up, doesn't matter where, a poster paint or there's another name for it. Basically, it's sold for kids and it also activates with water. So it doesn't have to be in the gelatos. Yes, the oxides are more opaque. I'm Ray Green one. What did you mean about the holes for the signature? If you are talking about this, this is there is no signature. Each paper is just folded in half and glued back to back. So like if I have two papers, I'm folding them in half and I'm gluing back to back, and that's how I make my journal. This one, not all of them. Some I do with signatures, some I don't. Okay, so I hope I got up with the chat. I definitely want to add some kind of texture to my moon. So let's see. Maybe let's do something freehand, and I'm taking my gel pens. Let's see. These are all from different unknown brands and all kind of packs that I put together into this. So let's go, maybe let's go like suggested with some leaves. I've got this, maybe this one, no. Let's see. Giving me trouble. I'm just going with the flow. And whatever will be, will be. Once again, my hobby is providing sound effects. Of course, if you are doing something like that, you can use a stencil. You don't need to do it freehand. I'm pretty sure I even have a stencil that is somewhat similar to what I'm doing right now. Okay. I've been thinking about this page for a long time, and it just had to come out. Mm, why do I get myself into this kind of things that take forever? I'm sorry, I'm neglecting you. I'm trying to finish this. Okay. Just thinking of adding a little bit of a different green. Just in some places. But it's giving me right now some trouble, so I'll leave it be. Not that important. And I want to add something more. Let's see. I've got this felt pens that on the cap have like a shape like a flower, so I'm thinking, let's see. Yeah. Now I'm happy. Okay. I'm just going to put some glue in the back. I think I'm going to glue this down, or maybe, let's see. I'm not sure how to do the stem. Well, I'll drink something and check the chat until something will work in my brain. Celine, what is that pen? Are you talking about? If you're talking about this, it's a gel roll pens or gel pens or gel markers, and mine is not any brand that is known. Some are from the cheap store, from AliExpress, some from Temu. I'm just checking the chat. Hi, Lisa. Okay. The concept for the page, there is no concept. I get an image in my brain and it just needs to get out, and that's it. I can't do anything about it. The pen that makes the stars, it's not a pen. I just splattered acrylic paint, diluted acrylic paint a little bit with water and using a fan brush. Here is the brush. No, I didn't think of any symbolism behind it. It's just something that I knew. I saw a night sky, I saw a moon, and I saw some kind of a flower, and I'm starting something like that, and as I go, I change. Like, I didn't know that I was going to do something on top of the moon, and as you can see, there is. Okay, so let's glue this. Okay. I'm thinking to do the stem. If I had a good Posca pen, I can try, but they never work well for me. I'll try. I'm thinking the stem should be yellow also, and if I went with whimsical, then I'm going to do yeah. I'm going to use the same green, or at least something similar, and I don't know if it will show. You can hardly see it, but never mind. At least here it needs to be more. Okay, looks a little bit better. You can probably know you don't see the green line, but it's here and it makes the difference, at least for me. Yeah. Okay. I've made it. Some fixing. Am I crazy, or some yellow butterfly is in order? Someone needs to put me in a straitjacket from all the butterflies. Okay. I'm going over the chat. Oh, hello, Sparkleberry Shine. Thank you. No, I don't keep them like that. This is the first time in 2 decades that I got convinced to put nail polish, and I don't know how long it would last. I got it on Temu, and there are all kinds and you pick one. I've got a smaller one like this. I think this is for 36 places, and the other one is 72 places. At first, I thought I would put my Inktense pencils in this, but decided not to, and to leave them in their tin can and put all those gel pens instead. Okay. Okay. So I caught up with the chat, and I can probably remove this now. Okay. Finished with that. Okay, so I still have a little bit more energy. So let's see. Something that I wanted to do. Okay. Journal, new journal from the cheap store, and I want to do an interesting cover. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I wanted to do something that looks like a tree bark and some opening like a door for, I don't know if it would be a fairy house or a gnome house, something. And so I'm going to start. I don't know how much of it I'll be able to do this time, but I'm going to start with something. And well, I probably won't go too far because I'm going to use paste and it needs to dry completely. I use joint compound. You can use wood filler. Any ready paste from hardware store will do, or if you have modeling paste, I just buy this big bucket and it lasts for a long time. And there are also lots and lots of recipes on YouTube on how to do your own modeling paste. So I need some kind of palette knife. I know I had something here. Okay. Should probably protect the pages. Okay. Good enough. I'm gonna put a nice layer of the joint compound. I don't care how it goes, just putting down some, and then I'm going to make some marks so it would look like a tree bark. I'm not going all the way here because I don't need texture that when open will break. I don't mind when it goes here because I'm going to deal with the spine later on, but just not with not going to put paste on it. Just making sure I've got the paste all over. It doesn't even need to be an even layer, just cover everything. I could probably leave it like this as long as I'm going with in this direction. It can also look like a tree bark, but I want a little bit more texture. So after I'm finishing putting the paste, I'm going to make some marks for added texture, so it would look a lot more like a tree bark. Of course, you can just leave it as is and do a more subtle tree bark if you're doing something like that. Okay. Now I'm thinking, before I make, no, I'll start making the marks, and let's see. Okay. I just need maybe a stylus, anything like a needle, a knitting needle, old a pen, and I'm just going like this. Yeah. Now this needs to be dry, and if you have an area that you don't completely like I don't know, a little bit here or like here, instead of trying to fix it while it's still wet, it's better to wait for it to be semi-dry, and then you can, most of the time, even with your finger, move it and change it. And if it's more dry than wet, you can always take some very fine sanding paper and go over it. So that's going to just, I'm leaving it be right now. It needs to dry, and I'm thinking that I need to figure out the size and the shape of the door that I'm going to place here, because what I want to do once I know I'm just closing the joint compound. Okay, so just going to take, let's see, I'm thinking something like this would go, yeah. I'm trying to make it symmetrical, precise, or anything. It needs to be very free, and I'm planning on some kind of like bricks that go around the door, so I need to allow space for that, because it would be just easier when I'm doing it, that it won't be on this uneven surface, uneven surface. I need, no, it's a little bit too high, so maybe like this. Yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do, that's the template for the door. Let's see. Yeah, it should be like this. So now okay. Now I'm going to remove this. I know, waste of material, but that's the easiest way I know to go about it. So that's the start. And I'm thinking that the rest will have to wait for next week for the next live. And if there are any questions, that's the time before I sign off. Thinking about cake. My food journal. You don't want my brain, you don't know the things that are going there. Okay, so I got to do something today, even though I was so not sure what I was going to do. In about 2 weeks, I'm going on vacation. I so need a vacation to just disconnect from all the things that are going here. And no worries, although I'll tell you when it would be closer. That week there wouldn't, oh my God, there wouldn't be a live, but I've already made videos in advance and uploaded them. There are all kinds of stuff going on that I'm excited about and hope that you would like. So, but next week, let's see what I don't remember. The today is the 22, I think. Well, I'll know better later on, which Thursday there won't be any live, but there will be other things, other videos. Yeah, okay. So that's it for today. Tomorrow, night, morning, whatever, in between the twilight zone. You see, you don't want to have my brain. All kinds of crazy is going on there. So thank you all for coming in and being here and watching my videos and commenting and all of that. I always afraid to forget saying thank you. And this is it for this time. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.